Now, extreme heat around the country this weekend means thousands of Australians are heading to the beach.
But after one of the worst summers for drownings in years, surf lifesaving organisations are pleading for people to heed basic guidelines to keep themselves and their loved ones safe. Phil Ayres is Chief Operating Officer at Surf Lifesaving, and he has more on yesterday's beach conditions.
Well, it's been particularly hot this summer throughout the country. So obviously a lot of people flock to the beach, and a lot of people from Western Sydney in particular, in New South Wales and through the other states, they're heading to the beach to get relief and to enjoy what we all like doing. It's swimming. We see most of our drownings and rescue incidents happening outside of the patrolled locations. And there's obviously, a vast coastline with some tremendously beautiful areas to spend time and to swim, and that's where we're seeing people getting into trouble. Look, yesterday we had in New South Wales anyway, it was a great day and we didn't have any drownings at all. We had obviously many rescues throughout the day, but alcohol and swimming do not mix. It's a dangerous cocktail. People's ability, their physical capability and their judgment's impaired as it is in anything to do with drinking. So swimming is very dangerous if you've been drinking.
But what about the bystander effect? What do we know about the numbers of people who get themselves into trouble trying to rescue somebody else?
Yeah, absolutely. Quite a number of our drowning statistics are bystanders who have gone in to rescue either loved ones or other people that they see in trouble. We're actually commencing research this year to understand about bystander rescues and whether we have additional rescue equipment on hand that people can use, because they're going in anyway with that decision.
You mean unmanned equipment, maybe just some...
Yes. So rescue tubes or angel rings that are available, and that's something that's been a challenge in our sector, whether we promote that, to promote people to go into the water when they might not be capable. But as I said, we're doing research to better understand that throughout this year. We've got a number of locations that we term black spots, where there has been a significant increase or numbers of incidents that have occurred, and that's where we're really looking to understand, can we place equipment there? We're putting what we call electronic response beacons there, so people can call for help, and that goes straight through to our State Operations Centre, where we can deploy assets directly to people in trouble. We are seeing a trend towards people from culturally and linguistically diverse communities who are visiting the beaches in increasing numbers, international students who may come from landlocked areas or not familiar with our coastline, and they're going into what is seemingly safe waters, but actually they're really quite dangerous areas that they go swimming. It's important to stay calm. When people start to panic, that's when they start to really exhaust themselves. So it's to float out with the rip, raise your hand. Often there are surfers around. There may be ability to call for patrol members, volunteer members who are in the nearby location, and to stay calm and float, and the rip will take you eventually out.
Yes, the rip will not take you to New Zealand.
No, they actually don't go.
Stay with the rip, swim across it if you can.
They don't go a long distance out, but certainly when you panic, that's when trouble begins.
A legally blind Perth filmmaker is set to premiere his first feature film later this year.
Peter Renzullo wrote, filmed, directed, scored and produced the movie, and has relied on technology to overcome his impairment.
Let's go. Okay.
This blurry black and white image is all Perth filmmaker Peter Renzullo sees when he's behind the lens of a camera. He lost all but 3% of his vision as a teenager, and he's also colourblind. Now, at 37, he's shooting his first feature film.
Anyone standing, say, a foot away from you, I can see their face, but anything more than that, your face disappears. It's just a blur of skin tone. So making the film, of course, was a bit of an interesting one.
It's so easy for me to write, but I can't get my head together enough just to go out and play it.
Mr. Renzullo is putting the finishing touches on Anticipation, a film about a local musician struggling with anxiety and self-doubt.
I think it's a strange thing to hear about a blind director or a blind filmmaker. I suppose in the same way that Mozart was deaf, or Beethoven was deaf, rather. It's hard to understand how that would work if the medium requires the thing you're missing. But it's been exciting because that hasn't stopped me, because technology has helped a lot.
Mr. Renzullo uses a special camera that highlights what's in focus with a harsh green hue, a contrast he can see. He also filmed the majority of Anticipation at night because he can see better in lower light.
I guess this was my first attempt at showing people I can make a film, and more importantly to hold a mirror up and say I can make a film, because that's one thing I wanted to prove, is that I could do this. I can never drive legally, but I can make a film. So there's things I shouldn't be able to do, but I'm really excited that I can do it, and I've almost finished doing it.
Mr. Renzullo plans to premiere the film on the festival circuit later this year. John DiPoloni, ABC News.
Now, while most of the country was celebrating Australia Day, one family marked a special milestone of their own that doesn't come around every day.
That's right. January 26th is Florence Reynolds' birthday, the day she turned 100.
They may be 3 generations apart, but these girls still have plenty in common with their great-grandma.
She's always up for a good chat, I guess.
There's no secret to staying young if you ask Florence Reynolds. Born on the 26th of January 1919, Australia Day 2019 marks her 100th birthday.
I've just lived a good life and tried to do my best, and here I am.
The Centurion migrated to Australia from England in 1927 and has called Brisbane home ever since. In her 20s, she made a name for herself as an opera singer.
And slowly grows dearer.
5 sons, 18 grandchildren, and 38 great-grandchildren later, she says family is by far her biggest achievement.
You have done it all, Pat.
A sentiment shared by 200 of her closest friends and family.
Oh my God, it's been like 2 years to get everybody here today.
Dorothy Nugent didn't have to travel far. She's been a close friend for decades and is 101.
We don't talk about one another. That's a secret.
They feel they've got a few good years in them.
Might be nice, but it might be a bit tiring.
Florence Reynolds is savouring every moment. Brittany Klein, ABC News, Brisbane.
Let's check the satellite. The monsoon trough is generating heavy showers in the tropics, mainly far north Queensland. A trough is sending hot winds across central Australia and New South Wales as a front brings a cooler change to Victoria and Tasmania. Tropical cyclone Riley is keeping intense wind and rain offshore. Taking a look around the country for today, in Queensland, heavy rain and thunderstorms in the north, hot and mostly sunny in the south. In New South Wales, showers and storms, mainly in the southeast and ranges, humid in the east, very warm on the coast and hot inland. For Victoria, showers clearing in the east, sunny elsewhere, hot in the north but mild in the south of the state. In Tasmania, it'll be mild and windy throughout, with showers in the west and the south. For South Australia, mild and partly cloudy in the south, warm to hot with thundery showers in the north. In WA, rain and winds easing in the northwest, warm to hot and mostly sunny in the south. And in the Northern Territory, showers and possible storms and warm in the north, hot in the interior and south with some thundery showers. Looking ahead to tomorrow's weather for the capital cities, in Brisbane it'll be partly cloudy, in Sydney cloudy, Perth and Adelaide will see a sunny day, in Canberra a shower or two, in Melbourne and Hobart sunny, and in Darwin showers with a possible storm.
The top stories on ABC News. Heat warnings and fire bans have been issued for New South Wales today as temperatures soar in some areas. The sweltering weather conditions have gripped the state since Tuesday. It comes as residents in Victoria and Tasmania are urged to remain vigilant despite mild conditions, with dozens of bushfires continuing to burn.